All right. So, yeah, it's been a while since I made a video and uploaded it. Got a little burnout on things, but I had to make this because I'm a little bit confused or actually taken back and disappointed in mods in streamer channels. If you are going to have somebody be a mod, and your Patreons that support your channel, not just subscribe to follow, but actually do the monthly subscription fee and everything else, have an opinion about the game that you're playing. They're there to support you. They're there viewing it and all that other stuff. But, I don't know, maybe like Marathon, they disagree with the game itself. They don't like the game, but they like the streamer. The mods should not feel entitled to belittle those players that disagree with the game. I had this problem the other day in someone's stream. I mentioned him about it. I told him, hey, I'm not going to really be hanging out in your stream because your mods are pretty freaking toxic towards those people that don't care for Marathon, right? But they want to be there to support the streamer. So my question is how many mods or streamers have let their mods run rampant just because they disagreed with the game that they were playing? They didn't hate on the stream. They didn't do any of that stuff. All they said is they found the game boring or the game wasn't this. And the only thing that those people would say would be something like, well, if you don't like it, then don't play it. Then you never tried it. Or, you should have played the server slam, or if you don't like it, then shut the hell up. And I saw literally one mod just delete a guy's thing because he said the game was boring, didn't enjoy the game or everything else. And then I watched those messages get deleted by that mod. And then I tried to engage the mod. I said, hey, you need to be better than that. That mod started calling me a boomer. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. You can call me a fucking boomer. I'm old enough now. I really don't care. Everyone's got an opinion, so they're like assholes and elbows, right? It doesn't really freaking matter to me. You get to be you, I get to be me. And if I'm there for the streamer, I'm there for the streamer. If I like the game, I like the game. If I don't like the game, I don't like the game. And the problem is, like with companies like Bungie and Sony and all that stuff that have consistently put out underwhelming games that are full of bugs, and you cannot tell me that Marathon doesn't have its share of bugs, because I did play it, I did test it. GPU spikes, mouse and keyboards going away, lag, stuttering, and everything else. And I have a 9800 X3D, a 9800 X3D with 64 gigs of RAM and a 4090, and everything's runs super great on it. But this game, just like Bungie, they've never done well on PC because they have pathetically bad bug and quality control testing. Just how it is. But for them to say, hey, well, you should have played the game. I did play it during Server Slam. I did it on my kid's account. And I want to tell you this. A bunch of 13-year-olds don't like the game either. Too slow. Not enough customization. And you say $40 for it, and you go in and you see how much the battle pass is and what you don't get out of the battle pass and everything. But I digress, okay? Marathon could be great for somebody and not great for another person. I'm not attacking Marathon. I just think that if mods are going to be a moderator, unless the person's getting irate, belittling other people in there, being political or whatever that's not welcome, derogatory, that's when a mod gets in. But if a viewer comes in and chat and says, I don't really care for this game, but I'm here for the streamer, or I think this game has issues or has bugs and all this other stuff, that is not the mod's job to say, shut up and delete their comments and time out their things. Now, what I really enjoy about one of the streamers named like Clyde, right, is he is pretty vocal on what he likes and doesn't like about the game, and he expects his mods and expects his community to understand that, and he welcomes their opinions and thoughts on it, and he doesn't let his mods run rampant on that. We got a few others that have some issues. They've kind of spoken to it, but every time I'm talking, they said it's kind of a sensitive subject. There ain't anything sensitive about it. If you want to think long-term for the success of a channel, a stream, or whatever else, you do not want to have moderators that turn away your potential audience just because they don't like the particular game you're playing at that time, the flavor of the month or whatever they might be sponsored to play or whatever. They don't agree with it, but they're there to support you because you are the streamer that they follow. They like the streamer, the personality, and everything, and that's why they're there. They're not there for the particular game. They might have come for the game originally, but as you've grown or developed and they started following you and everything else, don't push them away. Don't push away new streamers or new viewers because you've got mods that just think that that's not the type of community. The streamer controls their community. They get to dictate if they want it. But I'm pretty sure after I watched a few of the streams and I went and read posts and everything else, because it's what data analytic guys do for a living when they have some spare time. There are a number of streamers that lost potential follows, potential views, and everything else just because their mods wouldn't welcome the feedback. And it's not just for the game marathon. There are other games out there where people are like, it's stupid and everything else, and the mods are just like that. Now, if you're being belligerent, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Being a negative Nancy or whatever you want to be, I get it. Mods can time you out. You're going to put in there. You can have things about that. But if all the person is in there and they're trying to support the streamers, they're trying to have fun, they're trying to engage, and just be honest, I don't know. Am I wrong on this one? Maybe you guys correct me. What is the role of a mod? When does a mod go too far? When does a streamer, the actual owner of the content, developer of the content, everything, when should they get involved? Or what should they let their mods do? And all that other good stuff. So just let me know. I know it's a short video, but I'm really tired. It came really apparent after this, the marathon. I've been observing it for a while. And I didn't really say anything about it because, hey, it is what it is. But as it's become more and more apparent, and as in true blue Destiny style, like always, you have people that come over from Destiny, the Bungie thing and everything else, and then they have some of the most toxic PvE versus PvP, anti-Bungie, for Bungie, what has changed, all this other stuff. You get some really toxic people in there. And it started showing through, and it just trickled up really bad. And now I'm just like, all right. And I see it hurting streamers' channels more than helping them. So I want to know, what point does a streamer come in, or am I totally missing something? Have mods taken on a whole different authority and role now over the last, I don't know, year and a half than what they should have? Because they're not the content creators. They're not the ones that dictate what the community is supposed to be, but it's starting to feel more and more like those people have the final say because the streamer is too busy gaming or playing to read everything going on in chat. That asks the other question. For those that are the streamers, the content creators, the ones that are gaming or doing whatever they're doing, at what point are you, if you're going to try to build a stream and a content and everything else, how do you make sure that you're balancing not only playing the game, but making sure you're not ignoring the chat that's going on? And how do you police or regulate your mods to ensure they're not overstepping their bounds, unless that's what you've told them? So those are just my food for thoughts and everything. Let me know below what you guys think. Until then, I'll see you around, and stay safe gaming.